The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Never argue with stupid people, they will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. Everyone is a moon, and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. If voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. Books are for people who wish they were somewhere else. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. Life is short, break the rules, forgive quickly, kiss slowly, love truly, laugh uncontrollably, and never regret anything that made you smile. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to government, when it deserves it. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex overwhelming tasks into small manageable tasks, and starting on the first one. I have found out that there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. Get your facts first, and then you can distort them as much as you please. In a good bookroom you feel in some mysterious way that you are absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin, without even opening them. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. It's better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than open it and remove all doubt. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. They did not know it was impossible, so they did it. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. In the first place, God made idiots. This was for practice. Then he made school boards. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. History doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from making bad decisions. Just because you're taught that something's right and everyone believes it's right, it don't make it right. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. Success is a journey, not a destination. It requires constant effort, vigilance, and reevaluation. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, then success is sure. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. The difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and a lightning bug. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Don't dream your life, but live your dream. Let us live so that when we come to die even the undertaker will be sorry. Any emotion, if it is sincere, is involuntary. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them have never happened. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. Nature knows no indecencies, man invents them. There was never yet an uninteresting life. Such a thing is an impossibility. Inside of the dullest exterior there is a drama, a comedy, and a tragedy. Facts are stubborn things, but statistics are pliable. The truth hurts, but silence kills. A successful book is not made of what is in it, but what is left out of it. No amount of evidence will ever persuade an idiot. It's easy to make friends, but hard to get rid of them. Courage is not the lack of fear. It is acting in spite of it. Everyone is a moon, and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. Of the delights of this world, man cares most for sexual intercourse, yet he has left it out of his heaven. God's great cosmic joke on the human race was requiring that men and women live together in marriage. Don't wake up a woman in love. Let her dream, so that she does not weep when she returns to her bitter reality. There are 3 things men can do with women: love them, suffer them, or turn them into literature. When a man's dog turns against time, it is time for his wife to pack her trunk and go home to mama. The average woman would rather have beauty than brains, because the average man can see better than he can think. Some people get an education without going to college. The rest get it after they get out. We are all ignorant, just about different things. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Most men die at 27, we just bury them at 72. Religion was invented when the first con man met the first fool. A good lawyer knows the law, a clever one takes the judge to lunch. If you want to change the future, you must change what you're doing in the present. Don't wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. My books are water, those of the great geniuses is wine. Everybody drinks water. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Politicians and diapers must be changed often, and for the same reason. I have spent most of my life worrying about things that have never happened. Behind every successful man, there is a woman, and behind every unsuccessful man, there are 2. You meet people who forget you. You forget people you meet. But sometimes you meet those people you can't forget. Those are your friends.